Hi, it's Tim Hagen from Progress Coaching, and welcome to another episode for the Coaching Conversations podcast. Now, we are on Stitcher, we are on iTunes, and multiple different channels. Please check us out. Now, one of the things that you'll get out of our podcast episodes is a lot of content, a lot of strategy. It's not fluff, it's not concept, yet we really want you to engage with the content and let us know your feedback. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. If there's topics you'd love to have us address, we would love to share them with you. Let us know your impact and let us know your feedback. I think one of the most challenging things that we all go through in the workplace is change. And when you think about Tasha Eurich's work in her New York Times bestseller, Insight, she literally talks about 85% of people significantly lacking self-awareness. Now, I bring up that statistic all the time because it blows me away. And it really shows where we're at as an organization. And I was just talking to someone the other day, and they were talking about a situation, and someone said, "Oh, I know how you feel." And all of a sudden, my friend looked back at this person and said, "Wait a minute. No, you don't. You've never done this. How could you know how I feel?" And the person goes, "Oh, yeah. See, we have very triggered rhetorical reactions, such as, 'How you doing today?' 'Good.' 'Got big plans this weekend?' 'Nope, just hanging around the house.'" We have these very triggered conversations. See, what a skilled coach can do is to get someone to look in the mirror to address that 85% number, and then to get them to feel really good about looking in the mirror and then taking action on it. So let's take artificial intelligence and let's take that notion and let's talk about what is that challenge that AI can help us with, but also potentially not solve. So let's think about this just for a second. Let's think about this for just a second. The fact of the matter is if somebody is going to be coached and they have a negative attitude, they're not going to go to an AI tool and say, "Boss, do you have an AI tool? I got a negative attitude." That's where the 85% number comes into play. See, if someone's lacking self-awareness, no matter the resource of where the coaching is going to be facilitated from, it's still incumbent upon the human being to say, "You know what? I got to look in the mirror." So then we have to ask ourselves, what's the combination of AI and what's the combination of a human-based coach? How can they work together? Those opportunities are going to exist. Don't get me wrong. So the fact of the matter is we have a very unique challenge ahead of us. And the unique challenge ahead of us is we have to think about some of the things that we need to be able to do. And one of the things that we have to do is be in a position to grow our business, grow our teams, grow our awareness of what we need to do to improve. And that conjures up this thing called change. Now, I always share this. People change in 3 directions, and it's pretty simple. Stage 1, effort. Stage 2, progress. Stage 3, continuous predictable results. Humans make this mistake. AI won't even see this. Does AI even see effort? Do they see the emotion of effort? And then can they pinpoint the progress when it's back at the job? So when you think about somebody like a teller at a credit union or a bank going and applying the coaching and being more engaged and asking better questions of members or customers, will the AI agent be able to pinpoint that progress? Why do I say that? Because 76% of people are at their most motivated state when they're progressing. We won't typically point out someone's progress solely in coaching conversations. It'll happen back at the job. That's why continuous coaching, along with spot coaching, as we call it, observational coaching, what that does is it conjures up the opportunity for human-based coaching. Here's the other thing to think about. I just talked to a leader who said, "Well, we're looking at some AI tools. That'll really save us time." And I remember the VP of HR said, "What did you think about that response?" And I go, "I get it, but it's a little oxymoronic." And she said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, for years, what have we heard? You don't have time to coach." They're using the same type of response. And she said, "Yeah." And I go, "Doesn't AI save them time so they could reinvest in their people?" And all of a sudden she said, "Oh my gosh, you're right." I go, "It's not about being right. It's a perspective. We still have the same triggered rhetorical reactions. I'm busy. But don't we have more time savings with some of the tools coming out?"
What are your thoughts?
Thank you for listening to another episode of Coaching Conversations by Tim Hagen and Progress Coaching. Now, our company is always coming out with new and innovative solutions to help leaders coach their employees. And recently, we just created a new service called Coach to You, where leaders can pick and choose topics and assign 7 to 21-day programs for employees to learn and, more importantly, apply actions and then reflect and share what they're going to do going forward as a result of the learning. It's called Coach to You. We're literally bringing coaching to your employees. If you're intrigued, we'll have a link in each one of our episodes where you can get more information. And again, thank you so much for listening to another episode.